Everyone, and welcome back to Eric's Drink Whiskey. It's been a minute. I believe the last time we had a chance to sit in front of the camera with you guys, it was February or March of this year. We've had a lot of work stuff happen, a lot of life stuff happen. But work schedules have settled down. As soon as Eric's back in the house, we're going to be back at it, cranking out videos for you guys like we were before our brief hiatus this summer. And I couldn't ask for a cooler, more on-the-nose episode for me to jump back into this with than two picks from one of my favorite distilleries from one of my favorite stores. This is two picks from Starlight Distillery, a Double Oak and a Sherry Finish, picked by Jigz Liquors here in Gainesville, Florida. Longtime friend of our little show here. Absolutely love Starlight. Refer you back to an episode back in, I believe, May of last year. We actually had the chance to sit down with Christian Huber, who is the eighth generation of Hubers to be doing their thing there on the farm in Borden, Indiana. And he talks a lot about the process and the attention to detail that they put into these bottles, including being very, very picky about the cooperage for, one, their maturation, and then two, the barrels that they finish their bourbon in. The thing that Christian said that stuck with me the most is they're not there to cover up mediocre bourbon with a barrel flavor like notes of sherry to cover up a subpar bourbon. They're there to use the flavors of the barrel to accentuate an already really good bourbon and help bring out that bourbon character. And that's exactly what they do. So very excited to be able to share with you the Starlight Sherry Finished and Double Oaked Carl T, which is their signature bourbon named after the fourth generation farmer Carl Theodore Huber. Both of these kind of the same pedigree, both aged for 4 years in new charred oak. Where they kind of diverge. Sherry Finish is pulled out of charred oak, slapped in an Oloroso Sherry Barrel for about 8 months to soak up some of those good fruity notes of the sherry. Double Oaked comes out of the maturation barrel, again charred oak, and goes into a toasted French oak barrel, or charred French oak, sorry, for an additional 4 to 8 months to kind of throw some flavor on there. So really expecting some great things out of these. So we'll jump right in with the sherry first. I've had these poured just kind of open up just a little bit for you guys. You know, just like their philosophy behind these barrel finishes, it rings true when you're nosing these things. I mean, it's good classic bourbon notes, the vanilla, brown sugar, caramel. But then with the sherry, you get the faint notes of some of that dried fruit, like cherries or craisins. Smells a little tartar than a dried cherry. Maybe a little bit of like an orange citrus on there. So we're going to jump right into this. It's a delightful nose. There it is. Again, same thing. Strong bourbon flavors. Just that classic vanilla, brown sugar, caramel. This is a young bourbon at 4 years, so you still get some of that youthfulness, some of that kind of dusty caramel corn flavor. But then you get that dried fruit kind of craisin flavor, leaning towards almost a citrusy twang on the end, and it is absolutely delightful. This is a good dry kind of dessert whiskey, in my opinion. I'm thinking back to Thanksgiving, which is just right behind us. This would have been the perfect thing if you're full on turkey and ham and mashed potatoes and gravy and casserole. Sit out on the porch with a glass of this and wind down if you wanted to maybe skip that pecan pie, or even if you wanted to have it. It's not sweet to the point that it's going to be overpowering as just a wind down at the end of the day. Just a really good sipping whiskey. Phenomenal. Now, our double oak. Wow. Again, same classic bourbon. You can definitely tell that this is the same juice that went into these barrels. But, excuse me, that French oak adds a nice layer of buttery vanilla-ness to this. And then some nice, just kind of sweet oak aroma to it as well. Really, really nice nose to that. Ooh, man. And the difference that barrel finish makes. Where this was a nice, dry, not heavy, just light sipper, this is a pure dessert in a glass all day long. That French oak has added a nice, thick, vanilla, kind of creamy creme brulee mouthfeel to this. Still get some of that nice oak spice on it, but it's not quite a syrup bomb, but it is a thick, sweet, just dessert in a glass. Super tasty, super good. And I had the chance to sample these at their release event, and you know the question that was asked is, which one's your favorite? You can't really pick one. Both of these are fantastic, and they both have their place. This one after kind of a heavy meal, not gonna put you over the edge. This one, on the other hand, is gonna be dessert itself, and definitely you don't want to belly up to this one with a full stomach. It's gonna sit real heavy. But both of these are fantastic, extremely good products. Again, can't say enough about the team at Jigz Liquor. They do a fantastic job of picking these. And the folks at Starlight do a phenomenal job of putting out a quality, consistent product, even with their single barrel program and all their different finishes. Just always such a very high caliber product. So that's my shameless plug for today. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning back in after what's been a many month-long break. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate your continued support. We're going to be getting back into the swing of this very consistently, especially through the month of December and then going into January. We're going to be back like we never left, giving you some good high-quality content, talking about good high-quality whiskey. It is an important distinction that through this break, when work was absolutely crazy, neither one of us actually stopped drinking whiskey. It's just we didn't quite have the time to get behind the camera to film it together. So, again, we appreciate you bearing with us. Check us out. If you're watching us here on YouTube, hop over to our Facebook and Instagram pages and give us a follow there as well. Going to be posting pictures and information about when new videos are coming out there. Also, be sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already and turn on those notifications because you don't want to miss when our next video is about to drop. So really appreciate it. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us now that things are kind of back to normal. Hope to see you soon, and until next time, cheers.